Okay guys, welcome to a rather late Friday Waffle. It's Saturday afternoon. I didn't get a chance to do a waffle last night. I was going to be, in fact the plan was, I was meant to be doing a waffle chat, whatever you want to call it, with Lone Boys Post 1975. My good mate Dave, we were going to be doing that last night. But I completely forgot I had plans and I wasn't able to make it. So what we're going to do is we're going to reschedule to one night next week. I'll probably stick out a wee video just to kind of give you a heads up. It's just the usual. Dave and I are just going to talk about all kinds of nonsense, and it would be absolutely excellent if you guys could join in. You can put questions, whatever, just the normal stuff. Excuse me a little second. So the reason, excuse me, the reason I couldn't make the waffle last night is because I was otherwise engaged. I was actually getting trained. Now, you've heard of these bucket lists, you know, lists of things you want to do before you kick the bucket, quite literally. And one of the things that I've always wanted to do, and I've never done it, and I figured out why not, it's work behind a bar. Now it's a slight twofold reason for doing it. First one is the money. I'm not badly paid. I'm not greatly paid, but I'm not badly paid. I'm not going to complain about, you know, the wages I earn. I'd certainly work hard for it. But it's amazing when you go from sharing a house with one person, with two people both bringing in incomes, and then you suddenly go to a house and it's just you. It's incredible just where your money goes. You know, it's £30 here, £20 here, £15 here. It's not long in going in, and a couple of months ago, just before Christmas actually, I realised just how bloody skint I was, and I got quite concerned. I was thinking to myself, am I living beyond my means? And you know what, because I don't have a lavish lifestyle. I mean, I'm a member of a gym. I pay £12.65 a month for a gym. I've not been buying myself anything. I mean, I've bought a couple of things, but nothing. I've not been buying any expensive retro stuff or anything like that at all. And yeah, kind of a few months ago I sold, in fact, you know what, I sold quite a few bits and pieces of my gaming collection. And the money I got was basically to try and keep my head above water. It wasn't that bad. I mean, don't get me wrong, I was never at the point where I couldn't afford to pay my mortgage or pay bills. But when you've only just been paid and you've got 3 weeks to go and you look at your bank account and you're like, is that all I've got? I'm like, how is that? Why is that happening? So I kind of mentioned to my sister about, you know, I might need to try and take on a little part-time job, and it's not something I particularly want to do because, you know, I work hard enough in my current job without then taking another job on. But I mentioned to her and she said to me, why don't you think about getting bar work? So I have, and it's a place called West Calder, which isn't far from me. It's a bowling club, so it's not going to be the epicentre of, like, it's not going to be mega busy. Although they do have functions, obviously, so it does get busier. So I was up there last night getting trained. I pulled 2 pints. I pulled a pint of Carling and a pint of lager, and it's amazing how nerve-wracking it was. I mean, the guy, the customer, was obviously watching me pouring it, and you know, and it's like, it is quite scary doing something that you've not done. It's a completely new skill for me, but according to him, I pulled the perfect pint of Carling. And it'll also be a nice way to meet people as well, you know what I mean? I know you'll find this really hard to believe, but I like talking. And I like talking to people, so, you know, I'm sure I'm going to enjoy it. It's going to be the kind of thing, it's going to be purely a casual relationship, a casual job. I mean, I'm going to be paying base rate tax because obviously all my tax allowance I get on my my sort of full-time job. So it's going to be one of these things. They'll phone me up and say, do you want to work? Can you work next Thursday? And I'll basically say yes or no. You know, there's no pressure on me to work at all. They're going to have a pool of people sort of thing. So my first shift is actually next Saturday. I'm only working a couple of hours. So that should be good fun. So that was the reason I couldn't do the waffle, guys, is I was getting trained to work behind a bar. So anyway, games wise, nothing. You're probably wondering why the bloody hell have you got a YouTube channel all about retro games when you don't even play any games. Again, the only thing I've been playing is the MAME cab. I mean, right now, the best thing I've ever done is putting that MAME cab into my kitchen. Got the new joysticks on it, and it is just, it's sublime. I can't get over how much I love my MAME cab. I play it probably daily. I really do, you know, it's just, it's so easy just to fire on a game, play it for 20 minutes, whatever it is. I've been playing the MAME cab. Not been doing a great deal else. I put the PlayStation 4 on last night because I was conscious that I've got PlayStation Plus, and I thought I'll need to go in and buy the games, don't download them, you know, because I think once if you miss them, then you lose it basically. So I've not downloaded them. I've clicked on, I've bought the games that you get for free, and then I can download them later on. So that's been it. Anything else I've been doing week-wise? Not a great deal. The job is still a bit... I'm not going to really talk too much about it. The job itself's alright, but let's just say I'm not overly happy in the role. But I'm going to leave it at that. Anything else? I've been going to the gym quite a bit. I've also started going to spin classes, which is a cycling thing. I don't know if you know what a spin class is. Basically, you're on a static bike and you pedal. You do different intensities of pedalling along to music. There's an instructor at the front who can issues orders. They'll tell you how fast to pedal and that kind of stuff. So I go along to that on a Monday night. Really good fun. That was that. I've been going to the gym quite a bit. And yeah, that is kind of it. I've not been doing this. I've not been gaming wise. I mean, even... I do feel a wee bit guilty about the lack of content I've been putting out. I mean, I only done, the only video I put out this week or last week. This week is Saturday. Is this week or last week? I don't know. The only video I put out in the last 5 days was an Arcade Perfect My Arse for what was the game? Jailbreak. Yeah, which is a particularly pish game, and. Yeah, it's the only video I'd put out. I don't know what it is. I had a bit of bad news, some personal bad news. I was telling my mate Dave about it. A bit of bad news about something which I'm not going to obviously talk about on YouTube. So I wasn't really in the mood to make videos, and you've got to be in the mood. There's absolutely no point. I mean, I've seen me going upstairs thinking I've got to make a video. And I'll go upstairs and I'll start recording a video, and I get 5 minutes in and I'm like, what am I doing? I'm not even enjoying this. And a tip to anybody, any new YouTuber is, if you're not feeling it, then don't do it, because at the end of the day, it's all about trying to get viewers to enjoy your videos, and a big part of that is if they can see you're enjoying what you're talking about, you're having a laugh. It's all kicking off with the dogs over there. Yeah, if your viewers can see you're enjoying yourself, they will enjoy themselves, I would imagine. So there's been a few times where I've gone to make a video and I'm just like, nah, I'm not feeling that at all. I am conscious that I am putting way less effort into my channel these days, and partly, I think part of it was probably in my last life, if you want to call it that. When there's things missing in your life, maybe relationship wise, then I think it's a common thing to want to fill that gap with other things. I mean, a lot of people, collect things, whatever, or take up hobbies because maybe there's other things missing in their life. And I was probably a wee bit like that, possibly in the collecting front. I mean, I've never been a collector, but I've always liked to buy things. It made me happy buying stuff, so who cares? But yeah, the YouTube thing, it was obviously previously I didn't have the same. I wasn't on my own. I didn't have the same freedom to just go and do what I wanted. So yeah, I kind of filled my time with YouTube, and it was great. You know, I don't have any regrets about it at all, and I still really enjoy YouTube. I still enjoy making content. The day that stops, then I will stop making videos, because there's no point at all in making videos if you're not enjoying it. It's got to be enjoyable, because then viewers pick up that you're not enjoying yourself and they simply won't watch. Which leads me on to another question, not a question, another topic. One of my mates, he's just started a YouTube channel, and he's only been going maybe 6 months, whatever, and he made a post on Facebook about why can't I get more, how do I get more subscribers, and I just said to him, look, you've got to, there's no quick and easy way to get subscribers. I says the only way you can build up your subscriber base is by continuing what you're doing. Keep putting out videos, try and get a regular number of videos, says me who only put out one last week, but try and get maybe, I would say the very minimum 2 videos a week. Any less than that, unless you're a Kim Justice or a Slopes Games Room where you're full time and you put out these big mega videos that takes hours and hours of editing. I'm not, I'm just a regular guy who's got a full-time job, and I happen to do this in my spare time. Try and get out, I would say, at least 2 videos, preferably maybe 3, maybe even 4. I think that's a good balance. Don't put out too many. I mean, when I first started this thing, I was putting out a video every day, and it was an Arcade Perfect My Arse. Not an Arcade Perfect My Arse, it was a Mainmeister's 10-minute mashup. In fact, in the old days, I used to number them, so you know, the first one, and then 2, 3, 4, and then one of my longest, probably the longest subscribers is Brian. I can't remember Brian C. I can't remember your second name, Brian. But Brian was, I think, my second subscriber, and when I was ready to throw the towel in, for the same reason that my mate who was posting on Facebook about the lack of subscribers, I put out a video that had like 2 views, and I thought, what is the point of this? I didn't see any point in doing it. And anyway, Brian convinced me to keep going because he said he enjoyed the videos that I did do, so I kept it going. But I used to number the 10-minute mashups, and Brian was particularly gutted when I stopped numbering them. Brian is the custodial historian of my channel. He knows more about my channel than I know about my channel. I'm sure if I said to Brian, have I done an Arcade Perfect 1942, he'd say, yep, you did it on the 2nd of February in 2014. Anyway, where am I going with this? There is no easy way to get subscribers. You've just got to keep putting out videos. Try and mix it up a wee bit. There's always going to be videos you'll do that... The thing is, what I've found is there's no direct relationship as to what you define as a good video and what people enjoy. I mean, some of my favourite videos that I've personally done and I really enjoy, they've got very low views, and then other videos that take 5 minutes have extremely high views. I mean, if you want, you know, I've always maintained that this thing that I talk about, you know, old video games, it's never going to be a mainstream. I'm an old guy talking pish about old games. It's never going to be a mainstream thing. I'm never going to get to 10,000 subscribers or whatever, you know. I mean, that's not going to happen. I couldn't give a shit, you know. I think the important thing for me is, and it's not about subscribers, it's about viewer retention, about getting people coming back. And I'm very lucky that I've got a great base of people who do watch my videos. They come back, you know, time and time again. They constantly post comments, which I am a twat for not answering. Again, it just comes down to lacky time and whatever, but and I do apologise about that. But yeah, it's about getting a core group of people who watch your videos, and to me that's what makes my channel enjoyable. I mean, I've always maintained, and this isn't a boast, it's just merely a fact, I'm probably one of the few channels where I actually talk about subscribers with their names, and I don't mean like I don't know, retro nifty gamer. I'll say my mate Neil or Dave Lawnboy's post. Dave you know. Yeah, I like to get to know people's names, and I look upon all these guys as my mates. You know, might have not met them in real life, although I have met Neil. Neil came across from Australia. Was it last year? I think it was, Neil. You came up. It was last year actually. Yeah, you came up to Scotland for a night, and I think we went out for a meal and had a really good time. And also Alex as well. In fact, I've not seen Alex for a wee while. I hope he's okay. That's PCSX2, I think it is. I hope you're alright, Alex. I've not seen you post for a wee while. But yeah, going back to that, yeah, it's all about, you've got to enjoy what you're doing. And if you can get a regular base of people watching your videos, commenting your videos, then subscribers will follow. But trust me, it's, people get completely hung up on the whole subscriber thing. I don't know why. It doesn't mean anything. It's not a, people somehow think it's a mark of their success. And I'm going to talk about money. Now, I know a lot of YouTubers go, oh, don't talk about money. I took the decision to monetize my channel, I think it was last February. Not February there, but February before that. February 2018. And it took about 4 months before they actually monetized it. And rather annoyingly, they didn't backdate it. They only started it from the date, whenever it was in June, the 1st of June or something like that. But I decided, I was always against monetization, and I think it was one person, I can't remember who it was, somebody made a comment. I just thought, you know what, I'm going to monetize this because I do this completely for free. I don't expect any money. But if Google want to pay me money for doing this, then who am I to argue? You know, it takes 2 seconds. I mean, it's a pain in the arse having adverts in front of the videos. But you get the wee skip thing, so you can quickly skip the advert. But yeah, so I've been monetized since June, and I was checking my analytics, which basically gives you a breakdown of everything, all your statistics. If you're a statistician, is that the right word? If you're fascinated with statistics, then you would love all these signs you've got. It tells you where the views have come from, what country, has it come from a tablet, has it come from a PC, all that kind of bollocks. But yeah, I was looking at my analytics for my money that I've made now since June, and this was as of last night, I think it was. I've made, I think it's £42. Yeah, £42, and that's since, so that would be that's about 8 months work. And I've made 42 quid, so you can do your own maths. I mean, I've got 2,300 subscribers. I mean, generally a video of mine will get about 150 to maybe 200 views, and then it kind of fades off. Depends what you put out, you know. But so the point is, I'm never ever going to become rich. I think you've got to wait until you get 60 quid before you get any money back. So it might be another 6 months before I even get any money. But yeah, 42 quid, that's what I've made. Now, again, there's a whole Patreon thing, there's a PayPal. I have been asked by quite a few people, why don't you do Patreon? We'd quite happily throw money at you because we enjoy what you do. And you know what, I totally get that. I 100% get that, because anything that you get, most things in life that you get that you enjoy, you've got to pay for. Now, Patreon, there's no pressure on you, there's no requirement for you to give money. But if somebody is taking the time to make content that you happen to enjoy, make videos that you enjoy watching, and you want to give them 5 quid, then who am I to argue? So I totally get it. I don't have anything against anybody that wants to do Patreon or what do you call it, PayPal. One little thing that and it's me personally, it doesn't rest easy with me. I did this for a bit of fun, and here we are 4 years later, I'm still doing it for a bit of fun. I think the minute you start taking money from people is when things start to change. I think you would then feel an obligation that you've got to be putting out content. It's got to be of a certain standard. Whereas right now, for example, this week I only put out 1 video, and if I don't want to do it, I won't do it. And I know you guys understand, I've got a life, you know, and I don't feel pressured in any shape or form to make a video. But if I was getting money flung at me, then possibly that would change, and I don't want that. But it's not really for that reason. It's not because I I want to be pressured into making videos. I just physically do not feel comfortable about taking money from friends, if that makes any sense. I kind of look upon like my relationship with you guys as a friendship. So why would I want to charge my mates money? But I'm not charging, that's wrong. I don't charge anything. It's free to get in. If you wanted to give me money, then that would be up to you. But I just personally, I'm not comfortable with accepting anything. I have had a few people give me money in the past, and I've donated it to charity. There's a little children's hospice not far from here, which I've given money to, because I just do not feel comfortable taking money. And I've watched a few live streams, and some of these you'll get a pop-up saying, "Oh, Joe Blogs has just donated £5." I don't know. It's just, again, it's just me. It's just me. I don't see anything wrong in it at all. Why should somebody feel guilty about taking a wee bit of money because they put in? And as a YouTuber now, I've got extremely low presentation standards, as you know. I don't do a lot of editing. I mean, this waffle I'm just going to upload straight away and get it put out. I've got really low presentation values. But, and I know myself how much time YouTube can take up. And that's possibly why I don't have better presentation values. If I was doing this full time, I 100% would get myself a better camera. I would probably learn how to edit better, because, I mean, my editing skills are shite compared to most people. But it is what it is. It's all about the content rather than the presentation. It's a bit like graphics over gameplay. It's all about the gameplay rather than the graphics, and my channel has got shit graphics, but hopefully it's got good gameplay. Where am I going with this? But yeah, even myself, who puts out maybe 3-4 videos a week, well, I haven't for a wee while, and they're low quality, I know how much time it takes to do that. And so, for somebody who has better presentation values, has all the fancy intros and outros and overlays and all that kind of stuff, I can only imagine how much time it must take them to make it. It wouldn't be me. And so, if somebody wants to give them some money for doing what they're doing, then you fire in, you give them some money, because they're they deserve it. They're putting out this content for free, and that's the difference. They're not asking. I think if you got to a stage where you're you're saying, well, if you want to sign up, I don't know, can you do that? Can YouTube channels have you got to pay to watch them? I don't know if that's a thing. I know obviously Patreon, you have unlockables, so you have special content for those people who've paid the money, and I would never ever want to segregate that. I would never want to have, well, you don't pay anything so you can watch this, but you give me £5 a month so you can get this as well. I wouldn't want to do that. That's not what I'm about. And I know my mate Dave, Loneboy's post, he's exactly the same. I mean, he doesn't monetize. I decided to monetize. Would I monetize now, knowing what I know about the money? Probably not. It might be something I might look at switching off. I don't know if you can demonetize. Can you? I'm sure you probably can. But put it this way, I am not in this for the money. 42 quid over 6 months. Nah, I don't think so. So anyway, yeah, getting back to my mate going on about subscribers. There is no easy, fast way. Well, there is. You could. There are some. There are ways on, if you go to Google, how to get more subscribers. You can actually pay money to companies who will set up bogus accounts to subscribe to you. What that is going to do, I have no idea, because it's all about views. I don't see any point. It'd be like somebody saying to you, if you give me £50, I will be your friend. Yeah, there you go, mate, there's 50 quid, right, I'm your friend. What's the point of that? I want somebody to subscribe to my channel because they want to watch what I do, not because they've been paid to. So yeah, if you want to get more subscribers, then you just need to keep at it, keep putting the videos out. Don't sound too desperate. Enjoy what you're doing. Try and vary the video style that you put out. engage with your viewers, ask them questions, maybe call them by their first name, and it gets people, because at the end of the day, it lets people see that, oh, this guy's a nice guy, he's a friendly person. You know, they're going to, chances are, if you're a nice person on camera, you're going to make people want to come across. So anyway, listen, I've been talking for 25 minutes and I've not even started in the questions yet, so let me just have a wee drink of tea. Now, what was I going to say? Last week I kind of waffled. I did a live Friday Waffle, and I ended up, what do you call it? I ended up not answering many of the questions. So right, I'm going back to not last week's waffle, the waffle before. This is some questions that I never actually did get to answer. Panther UK, Chris, weapons grade waffle squire, definitely Gallagher and Rory Gallagher. Alright, yeah. For next time, after your big sort out, how much stuff did you end up rehoming? Yes, I know where a few Commodore 64s went. Yeah, about maybe 4 months ago, I was wanting to downsize my collection a wee bit. Now, I was very select about the stuff I was selling. I was basically, I was selling duplicate machines and machines that didn't work. I didn't know they didn't work until I dug them out of my boxes, because I've still got about 15 boxes of stuff, and I've just kind of left it sitting there in a cupboard. But yeah, I sold a lot of stuff, and as I mentioned earlier on, I sold all this stuff. I mean, I think I probably made about £500, and you know what? All the money just got absorbed into bills, food, gas, electricity, petrol, and that was quite depressing, and that concerned me, because I thought, fuck me, I've just sold all this stuff to basically keep living, and that was very concerning. But to get back on what Chris is asking me, what did I sell? I sold an A1200 to my mate Alex. Chris bought 4 Commodore 64s, none of them which worked. 2 of them were bare bones motherboards with chips missing, but I think you've managed to get a couple of them working again, which is great. What else did I sell? I also sold quite a few Spectrums again, which didn't work. I also sold a Spectrum 128 toast rack, which collectors would be, oh my god, why did you sell that? That's the best one ever. You know what? I couldn't care less. I've got the Just Spectrum, I should say, which is a newly created Spectrum which fits inside a Spectrum keyboard. So I've got that. That's got an SD. It's got a built-in SD card. It's got a built-in joystick adapter. So that ticks every box. It's a 128 memory, so I can play all the games in that. Excuse me very much. Plus, I'm waiting on the Spectrum Next coming out, whenever that's going to be. I mean, we do get regular updates. Yeah, I'm not in the slightest bit concerned that I'm not going to get it, because I know the guys that are behind it are a good bunch of people, and we do get regular updates, and it's not just a wee excuse, oh, sorry about the delay, blah blah blah. You get a massive paragraph telling you exactly where they are. And I think they're gradually getting, I'm hoping that probably within the next 3-4 months we're going to get our Spectrum Next, and that's 100% Spectrum compatible, which means I can play all my games. So yeah, I sold a Spectrum 128 toast rack. I think I got, it was something like 170 quid for it, which is just insane. But anyway, who am I to argue? And I also sold about 4 Spectrums again. I think a couple. My mate Adam bought one, and I sold I think 3 which didn't work to somebody on eBay. So anyway, yeah, that was that. Thanks for your question, Chris. Doug Scullery, true fact, the original ROM code for Arcade Galaga was written by a certain Kieran Gallagher, father of Liam and Noel from Oasis, and Namco subsequently named the game in his honour, so that should clear up any disputes about pronunciation. Colin Jones, totally off usual topics. I'm listening to this while peeling spuds and mixing up a batch of Yorkshire puddings, and wondered, can you cook? And if so, what's your favourite meal to prepare? I wish I hadn't asked me that question, Colin. As most people that watch this channel know, unless you're new to the channel, I've recently become single, and all my life I have had, and this sounds bad, I've always had somebody to cook for me. That's the bottom line. Yeah, I'm the bloke that catches spiders and takes the bins out and walks the dogs, but I've always had somebody to do the cooking for me, so I've never ever learned to cook. It's just a thing I've not done. But in the last 6 months, I've gradually been picking up a few things, and I can make spaghetti bolognese. I'm a dab hand with stir fries. That's one of my favourite meals now, stir fries. You can just fling in chicken, fling in noodles, fling in mixed peppers, add a sauce, and away you go. Some boiled rice, whatever. So I've been making a lot of stir fries. I'm gradually picking things up. To answer your question, what is the favourite meal I make for myself? Considering I can only really make 2 meals, I would probably say my stir fry. My stir fries are to die for. Well, at least I think so anyway. So, anyway, thanks Colin. Ye Olde Gamer Steve, another great waffle. Thank you, sir. Andy, it's definitely Galaga, not Garlarga. Batman, on a separate tangent, I very much agree with you when you say that the channel is like a community. That is the vibe it has, and that's the secret for the channel's success. It's a meeting place for a great little gaming community, so thanks a lot for providing our meeting place. You're very welcome back. Without you guys, this would not be anything. For a future waffle, I have just decided it was time I caught up on the Crash and Zap 64 annuals put out by Retro Fusion Books, so I've just ordered them. As a Zap man, I wondered if you've taken the plunge, and if so, what do you think of them? I've not bought them. The thing is, a couple of my mates, Matt and Paul, they had both contributed to the Zap magazine. They were writers they were reviewers in the Zap magazine, and I've got absolutely no doubt that they're awesome magazines or books, whatever you want to call them. I can't quite put my finger on what the issue is with me. I don't really get involved in the new wave of love for retro, if that makes any sense. I would like to consider myself as one of the original people who liked old systems, because I was there at the very, very start. And this, I don't know, maybe for me it's all about the memories, it's all about the original nostalgia and all that kind of stuff. But then I love the recreated SNES Mini, Commodore 64 Mini, so I love all that new kind of stuff. But I don't know, Chris Wilkins, he's like the sort of the custodian of Retro Fusion. I've got all his books, the Spectrum and Pixels and all these kind of stuff, and they're great books. But you know what, I've not actually read them, I've only read one of them. And I think I've just got far too much going on in my life without buying new books. I don't know, I'm sure I would enjoy it. I'm sure it's, for everyone I've heard about it, it's meant to be an excellent read. I'd like to know what you guys, if anybody apart from Bat, well I'd like to know what you think, Bat. You said you've ordered both of them. Let me know if they're worth picking up, and I'm sure they are. I've watched a few kind of YouTube video reviews of them, and they do look awesomely presented books. I've just never got round to buying them. Maybe when they come down in price I might buy them. But anyway, yeah, by all means go and support them. That was that. Right, there was another comment by Bat in the same video. Most enjoyable waffle as always, sir. I'm not sure why the bottom bit of my question vanished. Oh, that's right, I think it's happened. Don't think. Yeah, that's fine. There's no other questions in there. So right, let's get back. How did I get back to my questions? Right, that's the last of the questions. That's the last of the questions on 2 weeks ago, and now let's jump into the Friday Waffle Live from last week. Right, see if I've got any questions. Comments, there are 7 comments apparently. Silver Retro Collector, Tony, sorry I missed your live waffle, Alan my friend. Hope to catch your next one, instant favourite. Thanks Tony, Tony's a good lad, you're always a great guy. Mr. Ian Hunt, I always call you Mr. Ian, I think because you're the slightly more mature end of my market, Ian. I hope you don't mind me saying that. You're not a kicking arse off my age anyway, but yeah, I always call you Mr. because I'm respectful. Damn it, Alan, missed another live stream. I wish you would pre-warn us old farts. Hey, you are looking sexy in your leotard. Is it always a leotard? I had a bloody Bruce Willis vest on, I'll have you know. Listen, guys, see about the pre-warning thing. Where I know I'm going to be doing a live stream, I will tell you. But it's not, with me, it's all about what I'm doing at any precise moment in time. So, for example, the live waffle last week was like, fuck it, I'll do a live waffle. So, I'm not always going to be able to tell you ahead of time, unfortunately, Ian. But where I do, like for example, this week, Dave and myself are going to be doing a chin wag. Once we know the date, I'm going to let Dave, we're going to agree a date, probably maybe tomorrow, whatever. I'll let you know, and you can hopefully tune in. So anyway, Doug Scullery, huge respect for your Argos scam. That's right, you are the king of scammers. Any tips you might have regarding magnets and electric meters? Yeah, very good. What's that? Up the Villa 79. Coldest period of the year and you're sat in a vest. It must be a Scottish thing. Got a Scotch mate. I start again. Got a Scot mate in Derby who refuses to acknowledge it snowed. He'll only confirm it has if I ask if he's had any English snow. Apparently our fairyish pretend snow isn't the real thing. Absolutely, it's not like our Scottish snow. And Mark, Lactobacillus Prime, hope you have a great weekend. Thanks, Mark. And lastly, Stephen Thumber live and I missed it. Oh, bollocks. In fact, there's no questions at all. There are no questions at all, guys, for last week's waffle. With that in mind, please do send me questions. I do need questions. As I keep saying it over and over again, I do need questions to keep the waffles going, because when you've been making waffles for as long as I have, you do tend to kind of run out of ideas. I mean, I know I could, and I do it, and then I kind of forget to, actually, I never find anything, but I do occasionally go back, I revisit old waffles, and because most of the stuff I talk about is old, so if I'm talking about a Spectrum now, I could, or if I spoke about a Spectrum 2 years ago, I could quite easily talk about it now and it would still be as relevant, because at the end of the day I'm talking about something that's in the past. So, right, I'm wittering now, guys. We're 37 and 36 minutes into this video. I'm going to call it a day. I hope you have an ace Saturday and a really nice Sunday. I will let you know when Dave and I are going to get together for the live stream next week. And as always, guys, thank you very much for watching.